Good evening, fellow investors and traders. This is day 49 of Trading on the Record with your host, Kyle Nero here. First things first. Today in the markets, anything can happen. I don't need to know what's going to happen to make money. There's a random distribution between wins and losses for any given set of variables that defines an edge. An edge in the markets is nothing more than a higher probability of one thing happening over another. And every moment in the markets today is unique. Today I'll be successful in the markets because I'll objectively identify my edges. I'll predefine the risk of every trade. I'll fully accept that risk, or I'm willing to let go of that trade. I will act on my edges without hesitation or reservation. I will pay myself as the markets makes money available to me. I'll continuously monitor my susceptibility for making errors, and I understand the absolute necessity of these principles of continued success, and therefore I never violate them. Trade my system, stay out of the way, and I repeat. Good evening, hope you're having yourself a lovely one. We're going to knock this off as quickly as we possibly can. So today we are on day 49, but figures I'll be reading out now will be against day 48, so you can compare like on like. So yeah, our balance as that yesterday, which was 106,347. Our equity test was 107,420. Our net profit was $114 with a growth of 0.10%. So we're gonna head over to our trusty calendar over at Forex Factory. This is of course a channel where we do not trade any news events because it does not work in our favor. It leaves us with absolutely no control, simply because news events usually, even though the macro data says it should be going in the direction, guess what, it goes in the other direction. So nonetheless, let's head over to Forex Factory then today on Thursday the 29th of December. We had no news events, and heading over to tomorrow, there is none either, so we are all systems go. We do have a bit of a long weekend coming up in terms of New Year's falling on Monday. So yeah, without further ado, we're still trading as normal, and let's head over to the markets then and see what's happening. So our current balance at 106,347, our equity at 107,450 and floating, and our floating profit is at $1,102 in the positive. So let's just head over to our history quickly to have a look at what has transpired. Our last trade we closed yesterday was NZD CAD that we closed in a loss, and prior to that was Pound AUD, AUD USD. I'm not going to read all of them as I'm going through the history. This is basically just to prove the validity of the account, that there's nothing that's taken in between to manipulate the records, nothing that is taken to boost the account or make it look sexy, because that's what most people do. They only show the good numbers. No, I'm here to do it Warren Buffett style, and year on year you'll definitely see a totally different view than what you do from others. Talking about exponential growth on the portfolio for one hit wonder. Now we're here to be consistent over a long period of time. This is basically why we are doing what we're doing. So yeah, as mentioned before, these things, at least this broker's gotten back to me today with my indices are concerned. It's hanging on the system, and hopefully we'll have a resolve by tomorrow. But nonetheless, looking at the other trades that we were in, looking at Euro Pound here, this thing is moving nicely, but it has still not reached the point where we can take profit or move our stop loss a bit higher. So yeah, we're still going to let that one float, so we'll pass by that one, and then we're going to move on and look at Ethereum. That is literally just sitting on that zone of not moving at all, almost waiting for something major to happen in Bitcoin. So yeah, Ethereum still going. We're running at a slight loss there, but nonetheless we still in that one, so we'll keep it going. And then the last one that we got to manage is Pound AUD, and Pound AUD has had some great movement today, and yeah, when you see things like this happening, it's pretty awesome. although we follow a system, it's just great that this guy didn't come up all the way, because price literally came so close to taking out our break-even stop loss point that we would have been taken out of the trade. So it's good that this has happened. Hopefully this guy goes in the direction to move further so that we can start taking more profit on it. But follow our system for that. Looking at the new trades that exist, we're out on CAD Swissy, and we're just gonna head there quickly to see what is happening. Out on CAD Swissy, we got a sell basically, and we're going to be capturing that one now. So that one we got at the 1.25 with a stop loss of 795, and our take profit point is at 530. And because it's a sell, we're going to hit sell on the one, we're going to remove the take profit point on the other one, and then hit sell again, because we have a two system weight trading system thing that we do here. And yeah, just hovering over there to see that thing is on its right place. It is. And then the other trade that we got going is Euro JPY. So this is also a trade that we'll be entering, and it's also for a sell. And we got a lot size of 0.51 here, and this lot size basically where the stop loss is concerned, because it's the JPY pip number, this thing tends to be on the higher note. Actually, I must actually remove that one digit there, so we're going to hit sell on that one. Oopsie, yeah, you see this GNP sometimes confuse me, and need to remove that second one. So, and I got to put this one back here. So we're going to hit sell on this one too. However, we need to remove the take profit point first one, so that is gone, and we got to fix this stop loss of the other one at 144. Let's just move this guy up. I realize this is probably not going to be on the right spot, so this should be at 144,601, and we're basically going to modify that, and now both of them is on the space that they need to be. Our loss that we're taking on this one, I just like to hover on it, over it, to make sure. Yep, so that is where it needs to be. We got a 2% risk on the Euro JPY as well as on the CAD Swissy, and let's hope this guy goes on to hit its take profit point. But that is it, and where our trade is concerned for tonight. Without further ado, I hope you have yourself a lovely one. We do have a couple of other trades that is running that is not documented here, but I just thought I'll mention it on the record, even though this broker is busy resolving it. The one was the Aussie 200 that has its take profit point, and then price is basically back to where break even is. And then we do have a gold trade for a buy still running, and then US 30 we're in for a sell, and we haven't closed that yet. And as well as oil, we're also in for a buy. So that's where our indices is concerned. But unfortunately, due to this broker's transition over to a new system, or upgrade of the system, has caused our indices and commodities trades here to be hanging on the system, and they need to clear these things out before we can continue trading on those. But I just thought I'd mention, because if it does end up being resolved, then I will take these trades if it's still within my scope to take it. If it hasn't reached the take profit point according to our system. But that's for another day, and I'll explain that further if I should take that trades, so you can fully understand. But nonetheless, other than that, have yourself a lovely evening. Until tomorrow evening, thank you very much. Cheerio.